Just start off thoughts on tonight's win.
Really happy for these guys and the program. We were clearly disappointed with the outcome down at Northern when they played. Northern deserved to win that game, but we weren't very good. And that's kind of what we had, talked about as a unit, what we had to do to be better and, focus on us. And I'm really happy for those guys and the program, because this is a huge game. And it's a rivalry game, and both teams played like it. We were fortunate enough to get a little bit of a lead in the first half, but we kind of told the guys that it's going to be tight. They're going to get back in this, because they're probably saying they didn't shoot very well or play very well, and they're only down 9 at halftime. So happy for the kids and proud that they hung on, because Northern made some runs, and I thought we stayed within ourselves and kept the tempo for us and didn't rush and did some executing.
Is this a toughness performance that you've always wanted to see from the group all year long, especially during the struggling stretch of the season?
We always need to be tougher.
Yeah.
But I am pleased that we are making progress toward who we are and we're understanding a little bit better what we have to do to be successful. One of them is stay within your systems and execute and get the basketball to guys where they can score and pass it when they need to pass and shoot when you need to shoot. And I'm feeling much more comfortable with these guys, and I think as a result they're feeling the same way, and they're getting confidence the last couple of games. This should be a big confidence boost for us.
What'd you like about Tommy's defense, just not letting Nava Eccles just take over the game?
I thought all the guys that guarded him, he's a handful. Yeah. He can play inside, he can play outside, and credit goes to their guys. He ended up getting around us quite a bit at the end, and we were considering switching up defense, but we decided to stay with it and just switch up guys, try to keep a fresh body on them, and we thought Ike's length would help, and it did a couple times, but he's so dynamic and so quick that he knows how to stutter, he knows how to change tempo, his speeds, and he can get to the rim, and that's where he's really good. And to their credit, they did that. And Isaiah had a good shooting game, and they're a good team, obviously.
The fans, one of the biggest crowds, especially this year, how did they impact the game?
Well, it was rocking today. I thought there was a great crowd there today. I was really pleased that they were involved, and I thought that once Northern made their run and got it back, it even got louder. And I'd be crazy not to say this in regards to some of unless there's another question coming on Monroe, that he knows what his IQ is, one that fits into this offense really well, because he's a willing passer, and I thought we made a good adjustment at halftime and slid AJ underneath the basket when AJ's man was hovering around him, and Kyle got the basketball. He made many. I think he ended up with 6 assists today, on top of 31. If there was a downfall, he only shot 90% from the free throw line. But we got to get him the ball in those situations, and he's doing a nice job. He's doing a nice job getting it inside out, and he's doing a nice job, more than anything, finishing. And I think he's the kind of kid that would be happy if he scored 9 points if we won. We need him to score more than that, and we'll continue to throw him the basketball. I don't think that's a secret by any stretch of the imagination with anybody that we're going to throw him the ball. And we're going to, in crunch time, and we're just hoping and continuing to try to get support that he doesn't have to do it every game all the time.
You had a stretch late in the game, scored 10 of the 12. Do you like having the ball in that situation, just being the guy it relied on?
Yeah, I love the pressure that comes in big games like this. Obviously, a huge rivalry game. We're coming off a pretty big skid, biggest since I've been here. Coach Luke said biggest since he's been here too, and that's one of the things that we all knew we're a better team than what we'd been producing, and I was really glad that today in a big rivalry game we were able to show that we were and still are one of the top teams that can compete with anyone in this conference.
Just during that stretch, Coach mentioned just toughness being a factor for you guys, just not having your whatnot. Tonight kind of showed that you guys are tough on the defensive end and then battling back. What's it kind of mean like to you guys as a group when you guys hear toughness is something you need to work on?
I mean, it's definitely, I think every team needs it. In the first half, I thought we did a great job on the defensive toughness, like you were saying, only allowing 23 points and a half, especially for any team is really good, and for us it was great. Got a little lackadaisical partway through that second half, though. But one of the problems that we'd had on this little skid we were on, when we'd give up those runs that they had where I think they either tied it or got it within 2 at one point, that's where we kind of been backing down and not really running our stuff, but we didn't really get too phased by that. They were hitting every shot that they had, and we just did a great job of executing our stuff, not getting sped up, and coming back and getting a win for us today.
Just with Tommy back now, guys, 3 in a row, does his contribution more on the defensive end tonight, but just does it feel like things are more running smoothly now, just having him back?
Yeah, I'd definitely say that we're kind of getting in a groove here now. It hurts having starting point guard go down in one of our first games of the year. We finally kind of were getting used to what we were doing, and then having him come back, where I think we're finally just getting everyone meshed together, and what we're putting out is going to be pretty good coming these next couple games.
What was working so well for you tonight? 31 points, a lot of them in the line, but what found success for you?
I'd just say the mix of inside and outside presence, depending on who's guarding and what matchups we had. It's one of the things that I know Coach does a great job of. He recognizes the matchups and helps me decide if I'm going inside or outside, and just really does a great job of getting our team the best shot that we can get every time down the court.
Packed house tonight. How'd the fans help you guys?
I mean, it was awesome. That was probably the biggest crowd I've had since I've been here, and they were, loud from start to finish, and it was just great to give them a win in a big rivalry game like this today.